It may seem terribly unromantic to ask permission before kissing somebody, but I think that in many contexts it's quite appropriate. And as a man giving advice perhaps to many young men, I would say that you shouldn't be afraid to ask permission. It is an adult way to approach interacting with women, and you will find that a lot of women will respect you for having taken the risk of giving them an opportunity to get out of a kiss instead of just going for it. I know it seems terribly romantic to go in for the kiss, and it may also seem slightly cowardly to ask permission in advance. After all, doesn't that take some of the risk out of the equation? Well, actually, yeah, it does take some of the risk out of the equation. You can avoid looking like a fool and making an idiot of yourself if you just ask an adult question to an adult, "Can I kiss you?" Or you could say, "I would like to kiss you. May I?" There's nothing wrong with doing so, and in my experience, it tends to result in a kiss. So, hey, maybe I'm biased just because I'm such an incredibly good-looking guy. I don't think so. Look at this crooked fucking nose. How did that even happen? I don't know. But anyway, in my opinion, and it is only my opinion, it is often a good idea to move in for a kiss. But, you know, there are some circumstances where maybe it seems unnecessary. It seems obvious that they want to kiss you. They're making it obvious through body language, perhaps. Or the context implies it, and perhaps there are also cultural differences. I'm someone who basically travels the world endlessly, and in some cultures they have more traditional attitudes to gender roles, and if you fail to cohere with them, it may work against your interests, because I think, oh, this guy's just a pussy, why is he asking my permission to kiss me? He's meant to be a man, he's meant to take me. And some women in some cultures do still think that way. But, you know, do unto others as you'd have done unto yourself, right? I don't really want people kissing me necessarily without asking permission, especially if they're men and I'm a man. So I suppose I should probably ask for permission, yeah. And as I said, you know, in this day and age, pretty much, you know, the bulk of women you're going to be meeting and dating are quite well versed on the language of consent and the issues around what happens when consent is not given, and the importance of consent when it comes to the empowerment of women and feminism. And I think asking for permission before making a move is essentially a bit of a virtue signal on your part that can work in your favor. Of course, this video is not only directed at men. Hopefully many of my viewers and listeners are women as well. And I suppose gender roles being as they are, it's less likely that it's your job to make the first move. Although I was recently, you know, I met a woman in a bar, and she was telling me about how she felt that she had a very strong kind of masculine side, and we were sat on a bench, and I said to her, "So, have you got enough masculine energy to make the first move then, or what?" And she did, and I love it, actually. You shouldn't underestimate your power when it comes to making the first move and asking permission. I think, again, I can't speak for all men, and I don't profess to, but I feel like a lot of people dislike the subtleties and the game playing and the lack of kind of explicit communication in the dating process. It's like, why not just be direct about what you want? It's just being honest. I would like to kiss you. May I kiss you? You're just stating a fact and asking a question. How can this be a bad or wrong thing? It's, in a way, it's just being honest and truthful, right? I would like to kiss you. Failing to say it would be a little bit sneaky, in a way. This is where the games begin, in what is unsaid, I think. So, if you are a male listener and you're dating women, I encourage you to ask permission to kiss. And you can ask anyone. There's nothing wrong with asking. You can ask to kiss. And then if they say no, take it gracefully. And no harm is done. And you'll find yourself getting many more kisses in life than otherwise if you just get used to asking people that you want to kiss if you can kiss them. And if you're a woman listener, or a young woman, or a girl, and you want some kisses from some people in your life, I encourage you not to conform to the traditional gender role of passively making yourself present and waiting for them to kiss you, and instead ask them for a kiss. Why not? Yeah, otherwise you might not get one. So this is my advice. As much as I've previously complained about people who give advice, this is merely my opinion on the matter, and there's some debate. But yeah, go out there and kiss lots of people, my friends.